Yeah. What's going on in the world today? People fighting, feuding, looting. It's okay. Let it go. Let it flow. Let the good times roll. Tell 'em, Mikey. It ain't nothing but gaming. Mad Mikey Gaming. G'day, all you mad gamers. I'm Mad Mikey. I come from the land down under, and in today's show of gaming news or thoughts or opinions, whatever way you want to look at it, today we're going to talk about a few things. But first things first, guys, I really appreciate all the likes, all the subscriptions, but I might need a bit more. So what you can do to help me out is, I know you got 2 thumbs, I only want 1, so don't forget to hit the like button along with sharing, subscribing, and don't forget to tell your mother, tell your old man, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your cousins, and tell everybody about Mad Mikey Gaming, because they might like games. Now, into the first bit of news today. CD Projekt Red was actually having a conference call where they were reporting on all their earnings over the last weekend, and the question came up to, will there be a Witcher 4? Now, everybody knows how well The Witcher 3 did go. It's really doing really well. It's said to have sold over 25 million copies so far, raking in, it's saying 200 million in, the English pound or whatever Polish go by. So I think that's up around the 300 million US dollars, which is really good for a really small development company. And as I said, the question came up saying, is there going to be a Witcher 4? Are we going to see more of The Witcher? They came out and they said, The Witcher is designed as a trilogy, and a trilogy cannot have a 4th part, can it? We like this world a lot. We've invested 15 years of our lives into it and a lot of money. So we'll think about making another Witcher 4 game. Obviously, if you played The Witcher 3, it was a bit of the swan song there for Geralt. I really love The Witcher 3. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time. Almost. Top 5, top 10 easy. I really hope that they move the world in the way of maybe having Ciri take over. I mean, she is the destined one after all, so it would really make sense. Even if Geralt was to sort of show up there, just as a bit of a torch, it just felt like there was a bit of a torch handed on at the end of the 3rd one. Which brings to the question, why are they not asking questions about Cyberpunk 2077? We've only ever seen one little sort of proof of concept trailer for that game. So I'm quite at a loss. I understand that they were talking about The Witcher 3, but let's ask about Cyberpunk, because it's going to be their first sort of IP where they're actually building up their world as they see fit. Obviously, The Witcher 3, they did get to be a bit more sort of out there, out of the side of the story and the actual lore that was already out there. Guys, if you want to hear a bit more about The Witcher 4, over on my gaming podcast called the Gamernation podcast with myself and my main man Mikeey from the United States, go check it out. It's on iTunes, it's on Google Play, it's on SoundCloud, and it'll be dropping tomorrow. We had a really good time talking about The Witcher and a lot of other things. Next up in the news, it's come reported that there was a bit of sort of information dropped to Windows Central of all places. Not the biggest place to sort of hear about gaming news. It has to do with the Project Scorpio and what a lot of the games are going to be out there that they're going to be showing off. And it's going to be as no surprise that Forza 7 is going to be one of those main games that they're going to be demoing on their brand new console. It's never much of a big surprise that when a new hardware comes out that a lot of gaming companies, they want to put racing car games on there, especially Xbox, because they bring out the beautifulness in all the graphics. I don't think that's a word. Sorry, guys. Yeah, look, that's why Forza has generally been a launch title on all the previous Xbox games, because it's just a game that you can really showcase a lot of the beautiful graphics. There were a lot of other first-party titles that we're talking about, such as State of Decay 2, Crackdown. There were also a lot of third-party games like Call of Duty, Madden, sports titles, Star Wars Battlefront 2. But they also put in there that Red Dead Redemption 2 was going to be on there. So I'm going to be amazed to see what they're sort of talking about in regards to at E3, like if they're going to actually show off the console at E3, if they're going to wait till after E3 just to do like a Project Scorpio launch party or release date to give us obviously the dates and everything. But I think like just to see Red Dead Redemption 2 on a 4K, obviously the PlayStation 4 will be probably doing this. I don't think that PlayStation 4 is actually really truly giving us 4K, whereas that's more like what Scorpio is going for. It's going to give you a true next generation 4K, you want to say 60 frames, but it's probably not, experience to all of its customers, which is I really think that the jump that they were trying to do with the current generation of PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, I just don't think that they had the install base there for the TVs, thus why they didn't actually sort of go full hog into it. And that's why we're also getting this sort of mid-generation sort of hardware revision of all our consoles. But now I really think that, and as I've reported earlier that I have heard, I think the Project Scorpio is going to be next generation and backwards compatible with the Xbox One. In the last bit of news today, guys, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man could be coming a lot earlier than we'd actually all thought. Ryan Pengoes, Vice President and Executive Editor of Marvel Digital Media, has confirmed that we'll be seeing the PlayStation 4 exclusive Spider-Man game from Insomniac Games this year. In a clip from a live stream by Redditor, Pengos says there's a lot more on the horizon from Marvel games in 2017, like Spider-Man coming to the PlayStation 4 and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite coming to Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and Windows PC. Insomniac announced at E3 that the studio had confirmed that it was running on a regular PlayStation 4, so it should even look a lot more slick on the PlayStation 4 Pro. Hopefully we'll see a lot more of this game at E3 2017, followed by a full release, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm in two minds. I mean, I understand that Spider-Man is a Sony product. They own the rights to Sony. They obviously pay for that. But it really makes, and Insomniac is an actual PlayStation first party sort of developer. It doesn't make sense the fact that they're not bringing out and maximizing all their money, especially with such a popular title as the Spider-Man series. I remember when I saw the video of it playing at E3 last year, it just blew my mind how amazing that game actually really looked. It looked like an actual Spider-Man movie, so I'm really looking forward to it. It does make sense that they do want to bring it out this year, obviously with the release of the new Spider-Man Homecoming movie. It's just not really making a lot of sense for me why they're bringing it out on a singular-only console. Not that it really matters to me, because obviously I've got a PlayStation Pro, but you'd think that if you have such a popular franchise, such a popular character, that you would want to just spread him across. But that's just my thoughts. Guys, that is all that I have for today. I look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday. Hopefully we've got some more gaming news to talk about. And Friday will be the return of shit I'll probably never play. But guys, as I said, don't forget to go check out the Gamernation podcast. It's going to drop tomorrow, Tuesday in America, Wednesday in Australia. Me and my band McBeasy, we're having a ball over there. And really don't forget to subscribe here, subscribe to the Gamernation channel, and don't forget to pop comments and give us some reviews over on the Gamernation podcast. Bye guys.